What's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, Comic Jabroni, coming at you today on this beautiful Tuesday. It is November 6th. It is the National Voting Day for the United States, so I hope you guys got out there and voted. Don't want to get too much into that, but I hope you did exercise your right to vote. Today's video is one that I've wanted to do for a while, especially since I did this first appearance of Miles Morales video a couple weeks back, and I told you I was gonna kind of get into these comic spec first appearance videos. And today's video is going to focus on one of my favorite characters in the DC universe. And if you've been watching my my videos, you kind of know is Damian Wayne as Robin is my favorite Robin out of the four. Right, it would go Damian Wayne, and then next is definitely Jason Todd, and then it's a toss-up between the other two. But Damian Wayne has been one of my favorites for a while now. I love Batman. I love the character of Batman, and I totally dig that he has his son as one of his Robins, and probably one of the most ruthless Robins out of the four. I would say he's probably the best fighter out of the four. He has been trained by Ra's al Ghul and his mother Talia al Ghul. So wanted to start this off by just showing you that first appearance of Damian Wayne, and this is actually Batman 655. That is the A cover. This is actually his first, his cameo appearance. There's one page on the very end. You don't even really get to see him. He's kind of just a black, shadowy figure standing next to his mother. But this is the first appearance of Damian Wayne. Now I'm looking online, and I wanted to let you know kind of the prices on these books. I looked on eBay for sold prices, and this book in a raw, not graded, not slabbed, goes between $10 to $25. I saw prices ranging between those. It is a good book to go get, guys, because it is a first appearance of a major character in the DC universe, and it's fairly cheap for a first appearance. Now there is a 1 in 25 variant of this book, and I'm going to go ahead and post that up right there. It's a beautiful variant. I remember seeing a bunch of them, not a bunch, I'd say like 2 or 3 of them at Alamo City Comic Con, and I almost pulled the trigger on one, but these are going for $100 raw, and you'll find some slabbed ones, 9/8, going in the $450 range. Now on this regular variant, on this regular cover, the A cover, slabbed, I found them 9.8s go for about $150. But as you guys know, on those 1 in 25s, those are really good pickups, especially if you can get them really cheap. Because as we saw with Edge of Spider-Geddon #2, which is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, that's a $1,000 book now. $1,200 book for that 1 in 25. So I would definitely go out, even if you don't have the money to spend on the 1 in 25 variant, I would definitely go out and get this book. Damian is like I said, he's a huge character in the DC universe. They're doing a lot of things with him right now. #2 being the son of Batman, that's huge, especially if, the DC universe continues to do movies and TV shows. He will show up at some point. So going on with Damian Wayne, I'm going to go ahead and show you this next book. This is Batman 656. That is the A cover. Now this is the first full appearance of Damian Wayne. Online, looking at raws on eBay, it was between $11 and $15. I remember picking this one up in my local comic shop, and I think I got it for like maybe $8. So there is opportunity for you guys to go out there and find them for a lot cheaper than what eBay has them for. 9.8 slabbed on this book. They're going between $100 and $125. So I wouldn't suggest going that way unless you just want a slabbed copy. I would definitely just go out and try to find you a raw, unslabbed copy of this book. But this is the first full appearance of Damian Wayne. Moving on, a book that I actually don't have, and I'm going to go ahead and post that up right there. Batman 657, which is the next one after this. That is the first or the second full appearance of Damian Wayne and the first cover appearance of Damian Wayne. I love this cover where Damian's kind of fighting Batman, and This is actually a pretty cheap book on eBay. I found these from between cover price to maybe $6, and slabbed online there were two that I saw, and I think the higher price it was like $30, which is awesome. I think if you could find a 9.8 CGC graded book for $30, you better go and pick that book up, because just to grade a book by itself is like $25 to $30, because if you want to get it pressed, that's going to cost you. So for a book for $30, definitely grab that. That $30 one was sold, so yeah, I didn't get it, but it's still a book that I'm on the lookout for, hoping to get that one soon. I have my crosshairs on a couple here in town. Just got to go out and get them. The next big book for Damian Wayne I want to show is a lot of you guys are actually going to know this one. This is Batman 666, and this is that one. It's a one-shot story of the future, right? Of Gotham City in the future, and Damian Wayne is actually Batman. So this rendition of Batman right there, that's actually Damian Wayne. And in this story, Damian has sold his soul to the devil for eternal life, and now he's Batman. And this is actually also the first appearance of Professor Pig, which is, just a rogue, just a villain in the DC universe. Online, you're looking at about $15 to $40 raw copies of this book. 9.8s are going between $100 and $160. I feel like I've seen this book go for a lot cheaper than that, though. So if you get to your local comic shop, you might actually be able to find this book between $8 to $12. I remember not paying a lot for this book. It wasn't even too much over cover, but it's been a few years since I've had this. Awesome story too, by the way. Continuing on with the Damian Wayne story, this right here is Batman Incorporated number 8 in the RIP, Rest in Peace storyline. This is actually the death of Damian Wayne. In this book, he is killed by his clone, which is also another kind of key issue for Damian, but he's killed by his clone, which is like an adult version of himself called the Heretic. And he's in this fight with this Heretic, and he's trying to fight back, and he's thinking that his mother, Talia al Ghul, is kind of listening to him, and he's telling his mom, stop this, call your monster back, and it doesn't happen. And then the damn Heretic shoves this huge sword kind of through his belly, and I'm gonna show a picture of that. And Batman then comes in, and the last page is just of Batman holding his son dead. So he dies in this issue, and of course they resurrect Damian Wayne, because nobody in comics stays dead unless you're Bruce Wayne's parents or Uncle Ben. But he does get resurrected, and it is Batman that uses like a cosmic shard. I don't exactly know I think it's called a chaos shard. Uses that to resurrect him. He has a choice. He can either resurrect his parents or he can resurrect his son. Batman chooses his son. So he is resurrected. And the last book I'm going to show you guys, and this is a very cheap book. This goes for cover. You can find this in your local comic shop, guys. Awesome story. The artwork inside, it's okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give it like a 3. Not my favorite, but Grant Morrison, it's an awesome storyline. Cover price, and 9.8s are going for $25 to $40 online. Very cheap book. And the last book I want to show you, it's actually not the cover that I want to show, because I don't have the good cover, because I'm an idiot, I guess. This is the Rebirth Superman number 10. This is actually the first meeting of the Super Sons with Jonathan Kent, Superboy, and Damian Wayne, Robin. Yes. So this is the first meeting between them. This is the variant cover. For some reason, when I went into my local comic shop when this came out, I just thought this was an awesome cover. I said, man, I love this cover with Superman holding Batman down. Really reminds me of the Jim Lee, that Jim Lee cover for, I think it's Batman 613 or 614. But anyways, the A cover, that was the cover to get. And of course, I didn't pick that cover up. And actually, my buddy Alan, when I told him I didn't get that cover, he looked at me and said, "Dude, you're a dumbass." So yeah, I've actually been on the lookout for that book for a long time and just never been able to pick it up. But that not the price on this book, but the price on the A cover, it's looking like it's a $10 to $16 book with one sale of a CGC graded 9.8 at $50, which I think that's an incredible price. And if I would have seen one at that price, I probably would have picked it up. It's a cool looking cover. Hindsight being 2020, I definitely should have picked that cover up. But like I said, I'm an idiot and I picked this cover, which it's going for cover price. This was not the book to get, but I got it anyways. So guys, that's going to be it for my first appearance, comic speculation, go pick up these books video. I do appreciate you guys watching. I know in the last week I haven't dropped a bunch of videos. I only really dropped that one video last week of Comic-Con and then one for my pickups. Just had a lot of things going on. I had drill this weekend. I'm in the Army Reserve, so I had drill on Saturday and Sunday. Had a bunch of stuff going on with school. Just hadn't had the chance. I apologize, but I do appreciate you guys watching, all the comments that you guys drop, and liking my videos, guys. I do appreciate it. And like I said, the comic community has been so awesome to me, and everybody is so welcoming. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, and I'll see you guys on Thursday for my new comic book day pickups video. All right? Peace.